You guys, this is all Kyle's mom's fault. Shut up, Cartman. Kyle's mom is the one that started that damn club, and all because she's a big, fat, stupid bitch. Don't say it, Cartman. Wait. Don't do it, Cartman. Wait. I'm warning you. Okay.
Hello, peasants.
Want to kill all humans?
Work there, dude.
We'd like some money. Yes, money. Money is cool.
Aren't you ashamed?
10-6-9er, we got whores in the city. We need backup now.
Don't be so dang literal.
Well, you've got one heck of a nerve.
Oh my god! The government is here! Run!
Hey, barkeep, whose leg do you have to hump to get a dry martini around here?
Ich bin ein Springfielder.
Shut the hell up. I've got the strangest feeling someone's gonna kick his ass.
Hello, everybody. We're here, another Toonular watch along, and this week we got returning, totally Toonular guest
Alumni.
That's the word I was looking for. The Antonio Banderas of podcasting, Leandro. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? How's I saw you like upstate filming.
Yeah, dude, I haven't stopped filming since August. This is like my
That's
first
good.
time home. That's why we're still on watch-alongs, people, because I haven't had time to go back to the live show. I mean, yeah, it's been great. It's just exhausting, man. You know, like I literally have like maybe 3 days off this past 3 months. So today it's nice. I got to
crazy.
sleep, but I mean, I hate complaining because it's working. You know, like
Yeah. No, that's good. I haven't been working in a minute, so like I understand also like when you can't sleep, especially doing shootings, there always are like long hours, but
especially when you
Like-
work on, I did 3 features, which is like, when you work on any sort of feature, I mean, that's just your life for 3 weeks, you know?
yeah,
There's
that's
nothing,
crazy.
you just go away and you live away somewhere and just live off whatever people are feeding you.
But
No.
all the features were outside New York.
No, though, I did this Japanese movie with this awesome dude named Kenichi. That was all around Brooklyn, but the rest of them have been upstate, so, yeah.
Okay.
Not a big fan of upstate. It's too far, too much shit.
Oh,
Spread out in the middle of nowhere. I'm a city boy. I need my city life.
I see. Do you see any lifts changing there? Because you're
Actually,
pretty
yeah. We
close
shot
to
up.
Canada, right?
Shout out to, our good buddy Lucky Cerruti. He made his movie Box Cutter. Shot up in Lake Placid, New York. And yeah, I got to see the leaves change. It was actually pretty cool to like start off the month in like green, and then because we started, it was like end of September into October, so it was like, oh, now everything's orange as we were leaving. Like, it was pretty cool.
No, that's awesome. The problem is like if they're doing external shots, they're gonna have issues with continuity then.
Well, luckily, yeah, we got all that out of the way, so everything's fine. No continuity mistakes there, as far as I can tell. But you know what? I'm the sound man, so visually,
It's not your problem.
yeah. But how you doing, Leo? I mean, you were traveling a lot this past year, have you not?
Oh god, this year is like weird because it's like the longest. I don't know if it's the longest. Probably like one of the longest times I haven't had work since like high school. But also it's the year that I definitely traveled the most so far because like Aaron is part-time working in Omaha, so we'll be doing a lot of back and forth. So
Omaha.
I got
Damn, I've never been to Omaha. I don't even know
It's-
where is Omaha. I don't even know where that is.
it's in Nebraska.
Nebraska.
But it's like right on the river. So if you cross the river, you're in Iowa.
Oh wow.
So there's a lot of traveling around. Her nephew now live in Wyoming. So it's like on the other side of Nebraska. So we did this trip that we drove. We literally crossed the whole Nebraska too. It's really like a nice.
Yeah, so is
change
Nebraska
from-
nice? Is it worth the vacation there?
So it is like you go from a big city to like farms. So it's like corn one side, cows on the other side. And then you start getting into like the mountains, and then you go like crazy too. It's like lakes, mountain with snow. We saw like a moose.
Or a
Trying to
moose. I've
find a
never seen a
bear,
moose
yeah.
in real life.
Oh, they're huge. I was trying not to get like too close.
Well, they're supposed to be dangerous. The moose aren't as
Yeah.
like nice. Well, I
No,
got
I
some sirens
definitely-
coming in.
Oh, it's New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've seen like videos of like moose like attacking people. So I was like, okay, let me get.
Because you know Kevin Smith was
Close.
supposed to make like a movie called Moose Jaws, which is like the way he
Oh.
describes this is Jaws with the moose in Canada, which sounds hilarious to me. But he's never made it. But that's what I always think about when I hear about mooses, like how dangerous and Jaws
It's
like
almost
they are.
it's almost a were deer. It's like in the same family.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Where Deer. I think by the time this episode comes out, I got a cough. By the time this episode comes out, they'll be playing Where Deer in Italy. So shout out to
Oh,
the boys out in
awesome.
Italy seeing Where Deer.
is Ben in Italy? That's why he's not here.
That's exactly why he's not here. Because shout out to Ben and Big Dan who've been holding down the fort also this past
Yeah.
couple weeks since I've been gone. So shout out to our great sponsor, Big Dan and Ben, always holding down the fort, the heart of the show, like I always said. And yeah, I hopefully soon we'll be back doing a live show. I missed being live. But hey, I love hanging out with you, Leo. It's been so long. I can't remember
I
the last
know.
time you were on this show.
I think was Massive of the Universe. At least when I opened my Skype, that was my last background picture was Massive of the Universe, the last one.
Master of the Universe. What a great show.
Yeah.
And you know that
like Young Justice is still like higher on my like this is like my top 5.
I was gonna say, like, to speak about underrated animated shows, man, Young Justice is like top tier, and nobody talks about it enough. But I think
Nobody.
it's top tier, man, and it just always got better. And yeah, I've been wanting to talk about this on Toonular for so long, but it was like me and you have talked about it a bunch. There's no like we can't just watch. We can't be like, oh, we're gonna do an episode on Young Justice because every season is pretty much different.
I know, and it's not like a show you can like watch here and there, kind of like I don't know, like Dexter or Laboratory or like Ed and Eddie. Like this is always one big story.
Yeah, and then it
On
gets denser. Like as
each
the
season.
like especially like I think the first season's I think a lot more straightforward than I think the other seasons are. Like when you get to like season 2, it's like, oh, there's twists. There's like shit's getting like fucked up.
Yeah,
Like there's a lot going on.
it's like M Night stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm finally excited to watch this. And plus we've always talked about Young Justice. No, we finally get to watch it together. So we're gonna watch the
yeah.
2-part pilot for the next 2 episodes that we're doing. So this episode will be Independence Day Part 1, which is classic. So yeah, I can't wait to watch it. And when was the last time you watched Young Justice, Leo?
So I wasn't sure if it was a watch along, how we used to do before. So I ended up watching yesterday the first one, but then I text you before I start the second one. So the second one is not as fresh in my mind as the first episode.
Oh, nice. Well, at least I'll help you talk over it then. Because, yeah, all right, well, I guess I'm going to start getting this going so we can continue to talk. Because I can talk about Young Justice forever. I mean, did you watch any of the newer seasons, too? The
I
DC
finished
seasons?
everything.
Oh, you watched the Max show season 2.
The like, what was the last one? Was the Phantom, right?
Yeah, the Phantoms one, yeah.
Yeah, like I watch everything. I just wanted them to keep going, but that's like a show that they keep canceling and bringing back.
I
hope
know.
James Gunn. I feel like he's not going to, but
Yeah, I
I
mean,
hope.
and it also, I mean, to credit these shitty companies. Nobody really watched it anyway. Every time I tried, like all the people who were like, we need to bring Young Justice back, and then nobody watched it when it came back. And then it caused, it just got canceled again. And it got quietly canceled. Like, it hasn't even been, like, there was no announcement to be like, oh, Young Justice is canceled. It just hasn't come back, or no work has been done.
It just ghosted us.
Yeah, exactly. They just ghosted us on this. So I'm going to, let me get this episode up here. All right, guys. I'm going to switch this over in a second. I'm going to turn it on and... Yeah, we go. Alright. Let's fucking play this shit. Yeah, Warner Brothers. Man, I love this intro so much. Like, this is when we get all the cold villains, like, together.
Yeah. Like, funny that they actually bring it back, this whole... It wasn't... that, like, it was... They had a purpose, even though it looked like it was random.
Yeah, I know. That's the best part about the show. Everything comes back. Even they do like little things, like somehow it ties into a thing that happens later. Like what I like most, they do it more in the second and third season, where it's like you're kind of confused and you're like, I don't really know how this is all going to come together. And they have like 2 episodes where it's like, oh, this was all planned from the start, and this is how it all comes together.
Yeah, I feel like what was the 3rd or the 4th season?
Oh,
I think when it came out, you're like super confused. What was happening? And
yeah, because like Robin had his team, right? He had like, or Nightwing had a team like the Outsiders, and then you had no idea what they were doing, and then suddenly it's like, oh, they were sneaking around.
Yeah.
And I love the animation. I mean, like the style of this is just so sick. It's like anime, but also still feels like classic DC cartoon at the same time.
I know. In the beginning, I wasn't sure if like, is this part of Justice League or Justice League Unlimited, and then you told me that was like independent, because I wasn't sure. Like, it looked close but not too close.
Yeah. Did you watch this when it was first airing at all?
Actually, I don't remember when I watched for the first time.
Yeah, I didn't watch it when it first aired, like, because this was like 2010, so I was already, a teenager having girlfriends and going to like Warped Tour. So like I wasn't really watching a lot of Cartoon Network, which is why I know the reason why the show got canceled in the first place is because nobody watched it. They didn't sell any toys, and then Teen Titans Go took over. Because it was this show, and there was a Green Lantern show that came out at the same time, and then I had watched those shows later when I was like 19, 20. And I was like, fuck, I wish I watched them when they were airing because they're so good.
I don't think I've tried the Green Lantern one, but like this, I feel like I caught randomly on TV once, and then I liked it, and I just went for it. I remember maybe season 3 and 4 when was on that DC app. I had to steal your login to.
Okay, I gave away that login to everyone. That's what made me get that app too, because they were like, "Oh, we're doing Young Justice season 3," and I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, I have to get this like now," because I mean,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Listen, I don't remember what got me into it either. I just like decided to watch it one day, and I was like, "Yeah, whatever, I'll check this out," and yeah, I was hooked pretty much immediately. And I think like this pilot's a little kitschy. Like I feel like the first season kind of plays like a sidekick show until it gets like the second season.
They're still trying to figure out like, are we like on like heroes or just a bunch of sidekicks together?
Yeah. But I love this group of sidekicks. Having like Kid Flash, like this is the first time I've ever seen this version of Aqualad too, even though we just missed him. They just showed
I was gonna mention that. Like, I don't remember knowing Aqualad before Young Justice.
I mean, I remember Aqualad because there's like a really old Aquaman cartoon, but he was like a little white kid, in like trunks. I don't remember this cool Aqualad with like fucking water lightsabers, whatever they are. Like,
yeah. That's a good thing. I feel like I've seen that before, but I totally forgot until I checked today some of my information.
Side story, this is based off a real building.
Is it?
The Hall of Justice. They're filming the new Superman movie there. It's in it's in Ohio, so shout out to our Ohio boys out there. Huh. They're actually filming parts of the Superman movie there, the James Gunn movie.
Oh yeah, like ex-roommate Berger mentioned that they're they're filming Superman. That now I
in Cleveland.
remember last
Yeah.
time yeah, that's awesome.
And I went to
Um,
go visit them. I got to see some of the, because they still had just like Metropolis stuff kind of everywhere. Like I saw some like Metropolis cop cars and like buses and shit that were just kind of parked in the streets, which was cool.
they're just gonna leave there so people go visit, I
Yeah.
guess.
But what I love about this, the Hall of Justice, I mean, this is such a like classic superhero thing. You know, this is like the Super Friends, and they're just
Oh
like
yeah,
bringing it
that's
into
like
this modern show.
the old school
Yeah.
version that they had. Yeah, I feel like it's cool that they mixed the old one with the Justice League cartoon too,
Yeah,
because they have both.
yeah, I was gonna say there's like a little spoilers up ahead, but it's like, yeah, we learn the truth about this building, and it's actually, you know, the Watchtower in space, and this is just like for show.
Um, I'm trying to remember if I mentioned this when we did Arcane, but like you know the Kid Flash is Silco, right?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's crazy how it's like the same. And then in the future, the voice is also gonna be Forager. That I know it's one of your
Oh, I
favorites.
fucking love Forager. He always talks in third person. I know the weird thing for me is Robin is voiced by Jesse McCarthy, like the pop singer,
Oh,
which is so weird. You know, this guy's had this random pop career, and then also Robin and Nightwing on Young
Robin,
Justice.
yeah.
And they do have some crossover. I mean, I know later seasons when we get to Beast Boy, oh man, Red Arrow is also one of my favorite characters in the show. Not so much the first season, I feel like it's a little bitchy, but then you get to like, you know,
I know,
as
but you
his
can
character
kinda
progresses.
Understand
Yeah,
his reasoning. Like this is like literally like a tourist trap.
yeah. That's why, dude, this pilot's so good. It's like they're
Do
just
you
trying to
think
be
they
more than
charge
sidekicks.
people? They charge people to go inside so they can pay the heroes.
Yeah, that's how they
like,
fund the
salary?
Watchtower. I mean, that Watchtower can't be cheap to run. I mean, I know Batman probably funds a lot of it, but
Yeah, and then you have Oliver Queen too, Green Arrow.
yeah, that's true.
I'm
You got
pretty sure
two billionaires, but yeah, I'm sure they make a lot of money off of this tourist
So
trap.
Aquaman's the fucking king of the oceans.
Yeah, he's got some
He
gold.
got more money than everybody.
Yeah, got some like Atlantean gold stashed away somewhere. But I love the design of this place because it feels like the 60s. You know, they have these really old computers too in the background that don't really do anything.
Talk about computer. I think that's probably the one female character on this episode.
It's just
But,
a
like,
computer voice.
The computer is the same voice of the Tigress and forgot like her name. She's coming up in a couple episodes.
Oh, not Miss Martian, right? No, is she not in this episode?
No. The Green Arrow lady.
Oh, Artemis.
Sure. Artemis.
Yeah.
Which is blank.
And I know they have a lot of crossover voiceovers, like the Teen Titans show. Like Beast Boy is the same Beast Boy on Titans that he is on this show. I think Batman, the voice of Batman in this, is the same Batman voice from the.
Oh, he did a bunch of Batman stuff.
Yeah, he did. They did the animated movies too. So they're always keeping it together. That's why I love this show.
Yeah, and I know like the reason probably what James Gunn not gonna keep this. If he was gonna keep this, he would have changed all the actors because he want to do same voice actor, same actor for live action.
Oh yeah, which is like, I'm like happy that he's trying to connect it on. I'm glad somebody is, but I also like a little separation sometimes. You know, I like Young Justice being able to do whatever they can
I
do.
think that's why he's keeping the Joker too. That I heard. I haven't watched.
Have you seen it yet?
People
I
not
haven't
have-
seen it either. But do you see
Yeah,
that he
I
had
don't
like
know. I
no
didn't hear
involvement
good
with it, or like Todd Phillips was like, it's not a DC movie, it's a Warner Brothers movie, because apparently there's no DC Studios logo in front of it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Maybe James is gonna say like, I'm not putting it on this shit.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that annoys me. Is everyone's like, look at James Gunn's DC, it's like failing, but the guy hasn't put out anything yet. It's still like cycling
Yeah,
out
like-
the old movies.
Like if you see like before even he took charge, like his stuff that he actually did was Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
and they're both like
Both
got
great.
really good reception. Yeah,
Have you watched Penguin at all yet?
not yet.
It's pretty good. I like the last episode is
like
my
it?
favorite. It's getting real good. It's Batman Sopranos.
watch. Oh, okay. I have like a friend that work on post production. I think he was assisting VFX.
Oh,
or
cool.
Something like this. I need to check that. I was waiting to be all like done so I can binge that.
Yeah, I think there's only going to be like 6 episodes.
Okay. I haven't even tried yet. Also, Agatha.
Yeah, I haven't watched that
another one
either.
of-
I'm probably not going to watch it. No one's really talking about it, so.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like I saw like something. It looked like there's someone that's going to be related to Magneto there. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, I saw that too. I guess, I don't know. We'll see how it comes together. Maybe I'll watch it when it's out. When it's all out.
Yeah.
But I just never care about Agatha. Cadmus. Cadmus comes
Yeah.
back a lot. Everything
know.
goes down at Cadmus Labs. Oh,
On this scene, I don't understand why he did this instead of just do the thing with the hand.
Oh yeah, and just like, fly.
the tornado thing to catch them.
Well, maybe he's not as good. He's a younger hero. He doesn't know how to do it yet.
No. You just feel like harder because he's not super strong. He's just super fast.
Yeah.
And to carry up two scientists.
I know I keep jumping ahead a lot, but it's like to watch this pilot where they're all like coming together for the first time, and then you watch like the last season where now they're like literally growing up in their 20s and they're all kind of apart, and it's like there's really a journey in this show that I don't know any other animated show that's put their characters through a journey like this. You know what I mean? Like they've constantly have grown up and like gotten super close and split up like normal teenagers and friends usually do.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy. And this is all, I'm pretty sure this whole pilot's like by accident, right? Like right now I think they're like, because I don't think Batman sent them here, right? They kind of just doing it themselves.
Oh no, he said stay put, but
Yeah.
they trying to go like around the order. He say stay put from the sun thing, not the fire thing.
Yeah, these rambunctious teenagers thinking they can just do whatever. Though I was kind of that teenager, I was kind of just like, fuck you, I'm going to do what I want to do.
Like I feel like I wanted to be this, but I feel like I was kind of like too much of a pussy teenager to just go for it sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of a pussy teenager too, but I didn't have a lot of adult supervision, so I didn't really care. I don't know. Like, I was always out. If someone told me I couldn't do it, something, I would just go do it anyway.
I feel like I was too afraid and God-fearing to be
God-fearing.
Yeah. It's a really crazy religious family.
I didn't know you had a religious family.
Missionaries, like everything. Like my family built churches.
Oh, shit.
It's like a whole thing, and now I'm like, this is like the way I am.
Yeah, screw religion. Young Justice is better. Oh, these weird, like, mind control monsters. Yeah, it's like how they slowly start, like, unraveling things, where it's like, okay, we're going to stop this fire. All right, let's go down the shaft. And then it's like, oh, wait, they're mind control monsters, and then this thing keeps unraveling more. It's like, I almost feel like the show was too smart for its audience that they were going for.
Yeah, I feel like they made like an evergreen kind of show. Like kids want to see superpowers, adults want to see a story.
It's what I miss most about cartoons, but I guess now it's like, I think my problem with animated, especially with superhero shows, it's like, to add a story, it's suddenly now targeted to adults. Or if it's for kids, there's no story and it's just Teen Titans Go. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that. I wish it could just exist like this show, where it's just like, here's an animated show with a good story, instead of having to be
Also,
like just adults.
On this part here, is Guardian supposed to be part of the Justice League, or they just know him?
I think they just know him. He's definitely being mind controlled. I know that much.
No, yeah, for sure.
I remember an Arrow had a Guardian, and then it sucked.
Wasn't Supergirl?
No, it was Diggle on Arrow became Guardian.
I thought it was Super. Wait, what was Jimmy and Supergirl became. Like he was like some
Oh, did he
stuff
really?
like
That I
that.
don't know. I didn't really watch a lot of Supergirl. I just remember
Yeah.
seeing Diggle become Guardian. He wears like a dumb helmet and shoots everybody. Like he just would run around with a gun.
It's just like I feel like I've never finished any show from that universe, but I just started a couple weeks ago Superman and Lois to see how it is,
Yeah, I can't really watch those shows.
but I never finished any of those shows.
I feel like for me, like I used to love those shows, and then I remember watching Daredevil when it came out on Netflix, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is not like the CW shows are not what superhero shows need to be like. And I just kind of got over it. Like I just realized how shitty those shows actually are and cheesy. But I try to watch Superman and Lois. I don't know. I don't care about Superman and his kids. I just don't, as much as I want to. The show looks cool. I just can't get into it.
Um, was
Robin's such a nerd.
yeah, I was like, is Robin always like a hacker? Because this is the Robin that is just a circus kid, right?
Yeah, this is Dick Grayson's. I mean, you're a kid growing up with a back computer. And this is like modern times, so I can see Robin being the hacker kid. I mean, it's definitely not going to be Aqua Kid Lad or Kid Flash because Kid Flash is too, rambunctious and crazy. And Aqua Lad lives
Yeah.
in the ocean, so I don't know how many computers they got in the ocean.
They probably, I don't know. They have those magic stuff. They probably do like the air bubble from the movie.
Yeah, the air bubbles. Oh, so dumb. Did you ever see the Aquaman 2?
No, I don't know. I was watching everything, but then like after a while, I don't know.
Aquaman
It
2
was good.
sucks. It sucks so
Uh,
hard.
I didn't like the first one. I know you did like that one, but I already thought the first one wasn't good, so I was like, eh.
Yeah, if you don't like the first one, you're gonna hate the second one even more. Because I mean, I don't really
didn't
like the first
that
one
much
either.
the
It's
Blue
alright.
Beetle, and I heard some people liking it. I don't know.
Now, it's one of those movies that tonally is all over the place. Like, it tries to be funny, but then also wants to be really dark for some reason. And then the CGI really sucks. I don't know. It's not good in any way. And also,
Yeah,
the bad guy from the first movie, who is Aquaman's brother, is suddenly now a good guy teaming with Aquaman, and it doesn't
they're
make any
doing a
sense.
Loki.
Yeah. They
Like-
try to do a Ragnarok, and it doesn't really work at all.
Oh god.
So this is what I'm talking about. It just
But,
gets
like
even
they just
weirder.
need a reboot to fire Momoa as Aquaman and just get him as Lobo. I don't know.
Oh, James Gunn is doing whatever he's doing. But this one I was
Yeah.
talking about before, I love that it just gets even weirder. Because now we're not even in like a lab. It's like this weird gooey, like
Yeah,
like just
how
walls.
was this created? Like, was this already there or they built this?
I'm assuming they must have built it deep underground. Because I guess it's all stones. I can't tell if it's like gooey, fleshy, or is it like rocks.
I know it's just weird because like up to a certain floor, everything was walls.
Yeah.
But like now everything's this. Like, did they ran out of money or something?
Well, maybe they're just trying to show how deeper it is underground. That now it's just rocks. Project KR. I wonder what that's gonna be.
And all this green? Huh?
Who's it gonna be? Oh man, it's actually one of my favorite characters in the show. I think when we meet him in a second, he has a really great arc too in this show. Where is he? There it is. Yeah, Superboy.
Okay.
Superboy's awesome, and like, cause he starts off as this rage monster, and then like, yeah, becomes like a well-developed like. He's getting married in the 4th season.
Yeah, it's just weird because like he is like 3 weeks old.
Yeah.
Right now.
I guess technically he is. Yeah.
And then he married Miss Martian that's a couple hundred.
Yeah. But they're both
Really
still
weird.
technically teenagers, so you know.
She should be canceled.
Aliens, the age doesn't matter when you're an alien or a clone. Well, I think that's funny later too when we get to like the 2 red arrows and like one of them has like a kid and the other one like doesn't, and then one of them ages and the other one's still like young.
I know. It's like that part is the part that I started getting confused because like one is real, another's a clone. What was the third one? Is another clone?
I think so.
Is Guardian one of those clones?
Oh, he is. Something like that. You're right. Because there's an amazing episode in season 4 where now all the Red Arrows have like security,
Yeah.
job or whatever, and it's so funny. I love that episode so much.
Consulting security.
Yeah. I was gonna pick that for our watch longs, but I was like, yeah, we gotta do 2 episodes. Let's just do the pilot. But that's like my favorite Young Justice episode. It's so funny. And they have that last shot with all of them like standing next to each other. It's like, you can't steal from us. And it's like, Dick Grayson with all the red arrows in their like security uniform.
It's cool because like none of those have like superpower. They're all like human.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Arsenal's got a robot arm, but yeah. Oh, these fucking mind control monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, set him free. Dude, Robin.
Did they mention? I forgot. Like, did they mention how they got the Superman blood?
That I don't know, but I know it's still Lex Luthor who got it. So I know he's still Lex Luthor hybrid.
Yeah, he said like in the future, like I'm your dad.
Yeah, because I know in
Try
the
to Darth
context of
Vader.
like the comics and whatever, that there's like a bunch of Superman clones, and the one that like works is the one that fuses with like Lex Luthor's DNA. So he was always like a weird Superman son, Lex Luthor's son. But then later, they kind of like take away the like, I feel like they like talk about him being father and son in the first season, and then the later seasons he's like his brother. They treat him more like.
Yeah, like it. I think it's better in a way because I don't know. It's more. I don't know if you would consider it as a dad or a brother. I think brother is actually better.
Yeah, I mean, it makes more sense because it's not really a kid.
Because
But
also like Superman, I don't know. He got too weird out for too long until he accept.
well, that's why I love too, man. It showed how flawed Superman. We'll see it, at the end of this episode. But I love that like Superman like sees him for the first time and then like flies away. Like he's like, I don't want to deal with this, and I just kind of love that like Superman's flawed in that way
I know.
to be like, I can't take care of a kid.
But like Superman, I feel like he is always invulnerable physically, but he always have like issues emotionally, I think.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's
Oh.
that's the
So
first
fast.
episode. I know. But I love that finale, man. Also the song.
And it's such a good show.
But such a good pilot, man. I mean, yeah, it's like these teenagers are just breaking free from like being sidekicks. Or like, we're not these sidekicks. We're real fucking heroes. The Batman is just such a dick in this show, and it's just like, no, you guys have to stay here. We're only doing this for show.
Well, like Batman has always been like this. Like you can see, like Robin didn't have any expectation. He was like, yeah, to this day. But like when Red Arrow was like, this is just for show. He's like, oh, I thought this was the whole thing. Like he didn't even like. I'm pretty sure Robin would know about the satellite.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they don't know about the
Headquarters.
satellite. But I mean, Batman's
like-
the king of hiding stuff, so
I know, but you can see on this episode like Robin hack him probably all the time.
yeah, I don't know how Robin didn't know if he's that good at computers. But yeah, like I love that Red Arrow is just like fucks off. I love that I don't know, this pilot's just so good. And then yeah, there's like a bit, I think it's like next episode, right? Where like the heroes come in to save everyone. Maybe it's even a different episode, I can't remember, but it's like they all getting hugged by whoever, and then Robin goes up to Batman and he's just like, hey, you fucked up. Like, like he's just like such a dick to him. I love it.
That's Batman.
Yeah.
Like he's not a guy that know how to communicate. Like Batman is like a dude. He just need like a lot of therapy.
Oh,
And
definitely.
he think the whole thing he need to do is make more money and punch people. Like that's like the one good thing I take from a Blue Beetle movie is like Batman's a fascist.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, I like the Blue Beetle movie, actually. I think that's like the only really good DC movie that's come out since the last Batman movie.
yeah, I don't know. Like I had more expectations for that one, and I didn't like as much. But I was like kind of hyped because they have like a this famous Brazilian soap opera that's like the main actress, the love interest.
Yeah.
I think they even try to be like, yeah, she's from Brazil and say
Well,
some Portuguese there.
So the movie is set in Brazil, right? But I think it's shot in
I
Puerto
think
Rico.
it was Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I know it was shot in Puerto Rico. I don't know if it was set in Puerto Rico.
No, I think it was like a fictitious like Puerto Rico version, like how you have Metropolis.
Oh
and
yeah, it's like a
Gotham.
fake city.
I think it was I think it was one of those,
But-
but I think it was still supposed to be like part of United States.
But why I was so hyped, man, because when we get to like season 2 of Young Justice, all that Blue Beetle stuff is like my favorite. With like
oh
the
no, yeah,
reach
Blue
and
Beetle
stuff.
on Young Justice is like the movie doesn't even get close. That's
They
so much
kind of
better.
mention the reach, and like the director said in the sequel, he wanted to do more of the reach, and I want to see more of that, you know, because especially the way this show does it, how they just start infiltrating, you know, life and turn the people against them, and I don't know, it gets so down a rabbit hole of stuff that it's like, oh, so good. Oh, I said it's too smart for the kids who were watching it at the time.
But the good thing is like every time you rewatch, you just catch more stuff, so it never feels old rewatching the cartoon.
All right, well, that was episode 1. Leo's been great hanging.
All right, what is next week?
Next week, oh man, I miss you saying that, Leo. I really do. Next week, we're gonna watch part 2 of Independence Day to figure out how these rambunctious young teenage sidekicks can get out of this mess that they're in. Will Superboy help them, or will he join the bad guys? We'll find out next week on the same bat channel, same bat time.
All right.
All right, till next week, folks. Thank you for watching with us. Said hopefully soon we'll be
Peace.
back live. Peace.
You guys, this is all Kyle's mom's fault. Shut up, Cartman. Kyle's mom.